Hey everyone, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be doing my very first top 10 video. These of course are my favorite figures that I picked up in 2022. Sadly we're going to see a lot of legends because I really didn't pick up very many masterpieces this year. But these are all, in my opinion, wonderful figures nonetheless. But first we're going to start off with some honorable mentions. First up, you have the Robot Paradise Acoustic Wave in the tapes. This came out in 2021. I just picked it up later, and yeah, he's an amazing figure. Articulation and paint are astounding, and the fact that you can display him in either cartoon or toy version just makes him stand out. The next honorable mention is the Deformation Space Seekers. These are amazing versions of these characters. Some people may disagree. The colors seem a little matte and not quite dark enough, but being a cartoon collector, I try and get the closest to the cartoon as I can, and these for me definitely fit the bill. Transformation on them is a nightmare, but they do look very nice on the shelf. Next honorable mention is X-Transot's Jansen, their version of a Masterpiece Perceptor. People really had the choice of either this or the Fans Toys, and I think that they really jumped the gun a little bit on him just to get out ahead of the Fans Toys Tesla. But he's still an amazing figure. A lot of people had some QC issues and breakages. I didn't have any. So, in my opinion, he's a fantastic bot. Definitely worth a mention. Next honorable mention is New Age Emperor Slaughter, their version of a Shattered Glass Optimus Prime. Again, an amazing figure. It's just something about the legs gives me a feeling that he's unfinished or incomplete. I don't know what it is. But again, you can't go wrong with a figure. It's just those legs kept him out of my top 10. And that brings us to number 10, which is the Zeta Toys Superitron Mini set. This figure has blown me away, to be honest. The only reason he's number 10 is because I'm having some trouble with mainly the arms falling apart. Or not falling apart, but mistransforming themselves whenever you move it. Just becomes a bit of a headache. But the articulation, the decor, the options that you have with the different heads and chest styles really do make this worthy of purchasing. And I know that there's a metallic version coming out. I just hope that they release the shattered glass version soon. Number 9 goes to MMC Medicus. I was actually shocked about how fun this robot was. He looks amazing, and quality is there. I've not had any issues, and I've not heard of any being reported. So definitely a fantastic product. The transformation's fun, and he looks tremendous in both robot mode and the alt mode. Definitely a blast to mess around with, and well worth picking up. And number 8 goes to the Magic Square Legend Scale Optimus Prime mold, their Light of Victory, and their Pit Lord. The mold, to me, is fantastic. A lot of people complain about the materials, but that's just Magic Square, honestly. The transformation's fun and intuitive, and just the amount of sculpting and detail that went into it is superb. Not to mention articulation is off the charts. So definitely worth picking up. I got mine. I got Optimus Prime from the Chosen Prime, and then the Pit Lord I picked up directly from MagicSquareToys.com. So check them out. Number 7. This goes to the Magic Square Ken and Ryu, the Ironhide and Ratchet mold. This actually blew me away. The accuracy to the cartoon, again, the articulation, the sculpting, the amount of accessories that come with it, everything as a package just blew me away for both characters. Even the Shattered Glass or Diaclone version, the black one. Fantastic looking in both modes and well worth a pickup, to be honest. This is truly one of the best things that Magic Square has ever done. And that's why he's on my list. Number 6 goes to New Age Firefox. Their version of a Legend Scale G1 Jetfire. You can't go wrong with this or the Magic Square. The reason he's number 6 for me is I'm having some issues with the knees being fiddly. They're hard to lock in right. And the backpack just wants to come off whenever. Just making him fall backwards, even with the heel spurs down, is just giving me some issues. That and the fact that they use plastic wheels in the alt mode makes him number 6 for me. But he does look truly amazing in both modes. He's fun to play with. The transformation's really, really decent. And he's well worth the money, in my opinion. And my number 5 goes to Magic Square's Meteorite. He definitely, in my opinion, scales better than New Age. The transformation's fun. And in my opinion, he's more cartoon accurate. But ultimately, what led to him being ahead of him in this list, ahead of New Age in this list, is just those issues that I had with the backpack and the stability. Magic Square is lacking of paint, but again, that's Magic Square. They're not known for their paint. But this figure does have amazing articulation. The detail that is there is astounding. Head sculpt looks truly amazing, and he's just a fun all-around figure. Number 4 on the list is MSO2, Magic Square's Light of Peace. This is their more recent release on a Masterpiece scaled Optimus Prime. It is an enlargement of their Legend scale mold, which I love. And I do really enjoy this figure. He does have a lot of people that don't like it, mainly because of the materials. There was the issue with the smokestacks and some other QC problems, but I didn't experience any of those. And Magic Square blew me away with their most recent Optimus Prime. So much so that I have the Nemesis Prime version on the way as well. But the articulation, the sculpting, and the overall look of the figure are fantastic. The materials, granted, do leave something to be desired. But again, materials, that's Magic Square. That's how they operate. Anybody that bought it should have expected that, to be honest. Transformation is really, really fun. And it provides you with probably, in my opinion, the cleanest looking alt mode for Optimus Prime that we've seen. You might argue that the TE01, the Transform Element, is better. But I can't get over the unfinished look of the rear wheel section on TE01. Anyhow, definitely a fun figure to play with, transform, and articulate. Posing is just a joy. So well worth picking him up. My number 3 is Magic Square's Detective. This is their version of a Legend Scale Hound. Hound was always my favorite character as far as the Autobots go. He was the first Transformer I ever had back in the 80s. So he's got an emotional attachment for me. The two releases that they did put out this year, you can't go wrong with either one. It comes down to what you prefer aesthetically. The second version has a darker green and silver on the legs and face, which, in my opinion, just looks better than the first release with the light green. It just provided a very soft look on the face sculpt. and it really made it difficult to see any kind of detail. But with this figure, he is fun. Again, Magic Square's been nailing it with the transformation. Also, the articulation. But ultimately, for me, it comes down to the aesthetics of the character. He looks amazing in robot and Jeep modes. Really cartoon accurate, and in my opinion, the best Legend Scale Hound that we have on the market. Number 2 on the list is the Magic Square Devastator combined mode. Some of the bots came out in 2021, but we were finally able to combine them in 2022, which really made for a marvelous Devastator. There was a lot of divide between New Age and Magic Square, and people can really enjoy either one. They're both great. It just comes down to which you prefer. For me, Magic Square provides a more cartoon accurate version, and that's what I love about it. The engineering is fun. The transformation and getting them into combined mode is a bit tedious. So definitely you want to take your time to avoid any breaks and to make sure that it's done right. But once it's there, if you've got everything done right, there's no, for me at least, no looseness. It's not coming apart. And the articulation is phenomenal. Not to mention different face sculpts, the accessories that are available. It just blew me away. So this was definitely an easy pick for number 2. And that brings me to my number 1, which is Magic Square Blues, their version of a G1 Jazz. I got so much positive to say about this figure, nothing really negative. They released 2 versions in 2022. Both of them were amazing, just a little few minor color differences. I did do a video showing the differences, so check it out. The articulation, sculpting, paint, everything about this figure is just phenomenal. The accessories are appropriate, and the ability to pose them in either toy mode with the wings out or toon mode with the wings in is pretty fantastic. All around, in my opinion, just an amazing bot. Even the transformation's fun, and he looks positively amazing in both modes. Can't go wrong. So that is definitely the reason why he is my number 1 pick for 2022. And there you have it. My top 10 list for 2022. This year's been an amazing year for Legend Scale figures. Definitely got the fever at the end of 2021, and it's been an amazing journey. But these have all been an amazing bot, and I'm proud to have them all in my collection. But let me know in the comments how you feel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again next time.